Morning, guys. So, as you can see, Euro USD kept pushing up yesterday into our first liquidity target. Now we came into this high, although we didn't grab the liquidity above, we grabbed this one and then we started to push down. Now, the question is, how and why have we been seeing this movement on Euro USD? And the first thing is because the dollar fundamentally is changing, it's becoming weak. And if you were here, I think last week where I mentioned about Williams, a member of the Fed, which has like a permanent voting seat. Like, so apart from what's his name? What's the name of this guy? The Fed chairman. I forgot his name. I can't remember his name for the life of me right now. But apart from the Fed chairman, which Trump hates so much, Williams also has a very strong voice and he's like a permanent voter. I think he's a permanent voter. So, and he is more dovish. Basically, it means okay. So he's leaning towards the side of rate cuts because he said, okay, he's not bothered about inflation, but rather about the unemployment data and everything. So they might cut rates in December. And also, Trump has a nominee for the chairman of, okay, his name is Powell. He has a nominee to replace Powell, and that man also is very dovish. So the thing is, the dollar might will start to price in all of these potential moves from now. So by the time this happens, the move has already played out. And for me, that's what I'm eyeing. So I'm still very much interested in dollar long, in Euro USD longs and dollar short. But although Euro USD is not still my favorite pair to look for that for those dollar shorts, but if you are interested, this is how we can get into the market from here. So as you can see on the 1 hour time frame, right, we have this push up, pull back, push up, pull back, push up, pull back. Now this is our demand level. We have liquidity resting underneath here. This is a nice demand level because it took out all of these descending highs, descending lows, ascending lows rather. And then once it took those ascending lows out, we pushed up out of that demand zone. Now we've created this demand zone, right? And then we've come back into it, grab some liquidity perhaps, grab some liquidity from here and maybe more, and then perhaps we start to push from there. That would be quite nice to see, to take out this descending highs and this equal highs that is open. So there's still a lot of potential for the dollar, for Euro USD to keep moving higher. So let's keep an eye out for that. So what do we want? We've grabbed liquidity, perhaps maybe a deeper push, and then we want that change of character on the lower time frame, and then we can start looking for scaling longs. Our target could be this liquidity highs that we left behind right here. So that could be the target. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Perhaps from somewhere like this, we just stop beneath these lows, right? And then targeting this opals, this area, and things like that. So that's my bias for Euro USD towards the end of the week till next week. So let's watch how it wants to play out. On the dollar index, guys, beautiful, beautiful. You can see we couldn't break this high, just wicked it, and then since then we've started to see that downside momentum come into the market. And as you can see towards this left, we don't have any sweet area of demand here that I expect to help push the market higher. So I expect, okay, now we're reacting here after grabbing this liquidity. So I still expect downward push. I like this up push. It gives me chance to enter more positions. So you just, let's observe and see what happens on this pair, on the dollar index. But I'm interested in at least short-term sales. Let's see what happens. Since we cannot break this high, perhaps we come out and take this low, as we have all of this liquidity resting here. And even here also we have some nice liquidity, this ascending lows that we left behind that we can come and grab. Okay, guys. um for the pound dollar, right? Similar, guys. As you can see, we took out this area of supply, right? There was no bearish momentum into the market. I hope nobody went for a sell based off of just one candlestick. Okay, you want structure, not just a single candlestick, right? It's just one candlestick. I hope you didn't enter for a sell because of that. So now we've been pushing up. Now we had this area of demand which grabbed liquidity to our left, as you can see right here. So now I want perhaps a retracement of this area. Then we can look for those longs to target this weekly open or this quarterly open, as we have all of this highs that we left behind. So it would be nice to quite see, as we've changed fractal structure. So looking for longs is not out of the question, as is in line with what's going on with the dollar index at the present moment. With NU, guys, guys, what can I say? I've been saying this, right? Like I said, okay, we are right at the yearly open, right? If you're just okay, place your entry at this yearly open, which was also very valid. You could just place your entry here, right here. Just put your entry here, put your stop beneath the opens, right? Put your stop beneath the opens. It'll give you some breathing room, perhaps a 30 pip stop, and you could have gotten a 1, 2, 3, right? It's just as simple as that. NU has been pushing up so beautifully, and it's so beautiful to see, honestly, because okay, you have this push down, you have this was our breakout structure, these are swing high, these are swing low. Now we've retraced, taking out all of this liquidity. I hope no one sold from here because of these candles. Okay, you can see there was no bearish momentum, and we still have this liquidity above, so I still expect higher prices. At least maybe we would test this area, and that would be nice to see. Beautiful, beautiful. If you're in on NU, congratulations, guys, congratulations. It's just been beautiful, totally. Honestly, NU has had like one of the most beautiful price action in this month on the dollar pairs. Speaking of beautiful price action, guys, what can I say, guys? AU, although I'm not in this trade, which is quite, I don't know. Let me see why I'm not in this trade. Did I miss it for some reason? Okay, so the point is, I've been talking about this for quite some time. Like, as we know, we're in a range, and we've been for quite some time now. We've come here, we've grabbed all of this liquidity, and this was our change of character right here. Then the retrace, and you could have found the entry right here, and then from there you start to push up, and you can put your stop underneath here to be more conservative, and then your target would be this 1, 2, 3. Just beautiful, beautiful trade overall, guys. So now what's the plan? The plan is you wait for liquidation. And sorry guys, I didn't even talk about the NU plan, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so guys, you can see we have liquidity right here, we have liquidity right here. So the point is, wait for these areas to be taken out. We want lower prices. Once we see those areas have been taken out, then you can look for those further longs into the highs, right? So perhaps to take out this quarterly open or this descending highs. So it's beautiful. I want retracement, then from there we start to push up. Okay, and it's similar on AU also. I would like to see some retracement if it gives us that. As we've grabbed this liquidity, so perhaps we get some retracement, as we have here, and this as our 1 hour area of demand, right? So perhaps we retrace into here, grab some of this liquidity, see that change of character, and then from there we start to push up. So let's keep that in mind as we trade throughout the day. It's all about patience, guys. All about patience. Patience pays. If you're in this, congratulations. If you're not, wait, you can still get in, right? So you can see right here, you can still add more positions on this as it's going back to our break, even to our entry. So this is the USD CHF that we spoke about yesterday, from the highs rather, to the lows, as it's according to the trend, to the underlying trend. And now we're in a range. We've taken out this liquidity. We have this strong liquidity high that we created here. Then we broke the structure, right? This beautiful structure, and now we're retracing. So now you look for further entries, right? You look for further entries, guys, as you can see. We've liquidated this area, guys. We've grabbed liquidity here because this push down, so retracement into this demand area. You can start looking for those entries, putting your stop above these highs as we discussed yesterday. And it's not financial advice, guys. This is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. Okay, this is what I'm doing. This is not financial advice. Okay, on gold, guys, you can see we're squeezing into the highs. So let's see what wants to happen on this pair, on this commodity, right? As you can see, we're squeezing into the highs, which is nice. It would be nice to see more momentum coming to the market on gold. You can see this. It's just beautiful, beautiful price action. So let's see what happens. We're in this area of supply now. We're squeezing. Perhaps we'll break it and then we start making new highs. That would be nice to see. I would really love that. Of course I would. I'm in a buy position, right? Of course I would love it. So for USD card, guys, we've come here and we've grabbed this liquidity low. Now we're back in this strong area of demand. I'm interested in looking for further longs. As you can see, we're also retracing, just moving sideways. So I would like a breakout, retest, and then we can add more positions to it, as I'm still in my swing position, guys. I think I'm up about, I don't know, maybe like 1% or 0.5% as of yesterday. I think 1% before we started this retracement. So I think as 1.5% before we started this retracement. So at least maybe like 1% has been lost, and then we would look for another scaling and then get back into the market. Okay, guys. Still one of my favorite pairs, still bullish, although we failed to break the highs. So let's keep an eye out for that. If we start to break the lows, these lows, then I might just be scaling out of those positions, right? As maybe the dollar wants to shift the trend. Okay. For USD JPY, guys, as we discussed and as we've been discussing, I've been looking for those retracements as we took out the yearly open. And guys, I mean, what more can I say? Guys, put this in your chart if it's not in your chart. These opens are very, very good to use as they give you confidences. Okay, they give us confidences. You can see the yearly open, perfect. The area acted as resistance. We came into here, swept the early sellers, we broke structure, and then from there we just started to see that downward, that bearish momentum come back into the market. So what is the plan now? The plan is, okay, we have this liquidity highs right here, right? We have this liquidity high right here. So you want a retracement of the into this highs, perhaps, right? As this is now our buy before the sell down, right? And then this is our strong supply zone as they grab liquidity. I don't know how that got deleted. Okay, so for me, I'm looking at this highs and I'm thinking, okay, I would like higher prices perhaps into this high. Then we have that change of character. Maybe we even retest the monthly open, the yearly open, and then from there we could start to dump again. That would be nice to see. As we spoke about the Japanese bank intervening at some point in this currency, in the yen, right? If you look at the yen basket, if we look at the yen basket, right, you can see the yen basket is, of course, it's in a downtrend, right? Of course, it's in a downtrend, but also you can see now we've been moving sort of sideways. We've been slowing down, and we've not been making lower lows. So perhaps, and we still have this liquidity highs that we didn't take out. So I'm not interested in those short as of yet, yen short as of yet. I want higher prices on the yen. You can see all of this liquidity, right? We can see that I want higher prices on the yen, perhaps to this monthly open, and then from there this monthly open right here, and then from there we can start to sell further again. So I will be keeping my eye out for some retracement trade on the yen. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.